Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Recovery Roadrunners YouTube channel. I'm Amber and this is Doug. We are the president and vice president of Recovery Roadrunners nonprofit organization. Did you know that over 70% of runners struggle with alcohol related problems in their lives? It's true. Even the occasional hangover or nightly glass or two of wine can hinder athletic performance and make somebody feel a wide menu of side effects like weight gain, shame, low sleep quality, dehydration, increased injury risk, and decreased motivation. These symptoms can lead to anxiety, low self esteem, and self doubt, hindering performance and overall well being. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah, as Amber said, welcome to the Recovery Roadrunners video channel. We really want to break down the stigma surrounding addiction, mental health, and substance abuse in the running community. We're here today to tell you about our amazing community and how running can be a powerful tool for recovery.
Thank you for joining us as we explore the intersection of running, mental health, and recovery. Coming soon on our channel, you'll hear inspiring stories from fellow runners, learn from experts, and discover practical strategies for overcoming challenges and achieving your running goals while prioritizing your mental health and emotional well being.
And let me tell you, we both know firsthand how challenging recovery can be.
Yeah, so I would like to share a little bit about my personal story. I first started getting sober back in 2018 when I had two kids under the age of two and a really stressful job. I found myself completely overwhelmed. And one day, as I was watching my kids play on the living room floor in front of me, I thought, you know what? Alcohol is the one thing in my life that's holding me back from true happiness, from living the life that I deserve and that my kids deserve. And I decided to make a change, not only for my kids, but for myself. I realized that I was kind of leading this secret double life. I was still running half marathons and marathons. I was a teacher in the classroom. I had two beautiful kids, a marriage, all of these things that were still intact, but I felt bad. I felt hungover and depressed and anxious a lot of the time. I was hiding this from people. Nobody knew what I was struggling with because I didn't tell anybody, but I knew. And inside, I was so conflicted and exhausted of living this secret double life. I thought, I've got to do better. I have these dreams of running marathons and setting new PRs, but also of being the best mom that I can be, the best teacher that I can be. And alcohol is the one thing that I'm hanging on to like a crutch that I just can't seem to shake, that I know it's bringing me down. It's causing me to gain weight, to feel bad in my life. And everybody around me drinks. So, how am I going to let go of this identity, this crutch? It was really hard for me at first. And I tried everything I knew, just going onto Google. How do I stop drinking? Does alcohol hinder my running performance? What are the tools for recovery? Slowly but surely, I came to find programs like Celebrate Recovery, like Alcoholics Anonymous. And I had to, in isolation and very alone, I had to struggle with these feelings of embarrassment and shame. That's why finding community was so important for me. I actually created Recovery Roadrunners because I came to realize that I wasn't alone, that there are so many people who struggle with embarrassment and shame and secrecy and indulging in substances like alcohol and drugs. These things affect our lives so much. Once we let them go and release them, everything changes for the better. Life after addiction is beautiful and amazing in so many ways. We built the Recovery Roadrunners community to help people get sober, stay sober, and use running and community as their outlet, their resource, and to step into their own power. So I'm really thankful and blessed to be coming up on 5 years of sobriety. My life has improved immensely over the past 5 years. And that's why I'm here sharing my story with people so that they can find freedom from addiction. That's just a little bit about me in a nutshell. How about you, Doug?
I can relate so much, except to the part about running while you were still drinking. That's not a part of my story. And it still amazes me that was even something you could do, hungover and all of that. But yeah, I always say the version of me that exists now, the drunk version of me would have really hated me because, like you, I have found in recovery and in sobriety that life is absolutely beautiful. Everything isn't always fun and rainbows, but that's life. I've learned in recovery so many ways, new tools on how to deal with the difficulties of life. That's something that I lacked during my active addiction. I didn't know it when I was younger, but alcohol completely controlled me. I started drinking when I was around maybe 15, 16 years old, and I was off to the races. For a period of time, alcohol worked for me. It was a tool that fixed a lot of the problems that I had: anxiety, the racing thoughts in my head, the self loathing. But my life was a never ending cycle of guilt, shame, and remorse, tons and tons of alcohol and hangovers until it got to a point later in life where, avoid hangovers, stay drunk. That was a motto that I used to live by. It wasn't good. I found myself at the end of my active alcoholism, isolating and alone, living in an apartment. I was probably around 350 pounds. I had a condition called ascites where I was swollen all over my body with fluid filling up, fluid getting into my lungs, where I was literally drowning in my own bodily fluid. That was a gift. That was the gift of desperation that brought me to sobriety. I had an extended hospital stay, found out I had cirrhosis of the liver, went through the DTs. My whole life had crashed around me and I had to rebuild. In that rebuilding, I tried to find a better diet, some activity, and I started walking a lot. There was some magic thing that popped in my head that said, "Hey, I wonder if you can run from this telephone pole to that telephone pole." Don't know where it came from. Had never run before in my life, like maybe the mile in high school, but I probably cheated at it. There was something about that. And I started to run more until I could run a continuous mile. And the mental clarity that it brought to me was just something I had never experienced before. And that's when I realized I wanted to work on fitness, and not just physical fitness, but physical, mental, and then eventually learning that spiritual fitness is an important thing. And I've still been working a lot now on emotional fitness because coming out of 20 to 30 years of active alcoholism, I didn't understand what an emotion was, nor know how to process it. So this has been a wonderful journey. And I'm so glad to hook up with you and Recovery Roadrunners so that we can bring a message of recovery to others. You are not alone and there's always hope.
Oh, thank you for sharing your story, Doug. Your story is amazing, incredible, and inspiring. And we've realized that so many others in recovery feel the same way as you and me. And that's how Recovery Roadrunners was born. And that's how it exists today in 2025. Our mission is simple: to empower individuals in recovery through running and community. And we have so much to offer. You can probably hear it in my voice. This is my passion. This is your passion, Doug. And together we can create amazing things.
Well, absolutely. Everyone deserves the opportunity to experience the freedom and the joy of running. And it's amazing. I hope everyone can find this. And if it's not running for you, maybe it's something else, hiking or some value added activity.
I'm so glad you said that because this is not just for runners. This is for walkers, hikers, bikers, yogis, fitness enthusiasts, people who want to change their diet, anybody who wants to lose weight. No matter what your pace, your age, or your stage of recovery, you are welcome here.
Oh, yeah. And if you're trying to escape from your own head, the thoughts that are going on up in there, one of the greatest sayings I've ever heard is move a muscle, change a thought.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
We offer a variety of resources, products, and services to help you achieve your sobriety and running goals. From one on one coaching to group training programs, workshops, the Triple R podcast, virtual and in person races and retreats, we have something for everyone.
Yes. And our experienced and certified coaches will guide you every step of the way, both physically and mentally. This is not just about running or finding freedom in sobriety.
It definitely is about the community. At the end of my drinking, I was isolated and I thought I was so alone in the world, and community is such an important part of recovery.
Community is the one thing that saved me, the one thing that made my sobriety stick. And connecting with others, other runners in recovery is a win win. It can be so incredibly powerful.
Oh, definitely. You'll find support, encouragement, and friendships within the Triple R community. I know since I've gotten involved, there's a whole bunch of people that I've met that I still keep in touch with. Our buddy Joe in particular.
It's funny how, well, it's not funny. It's kind of sad. We lose all of our friends when we stop drinking. We think, oh no, I'm going to be a loner. How will I ever make new friends? Well, enter in Recovery Roadrunners. I have so many great, amazing friends inside Triple R, like you and Vinny, and I could list so many others. And these are real friendships, authentic friendships, people who care about me, who ask, hey, how's your training going? How's your family? These friendships are some of the best friendships I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh, definitely. I think we should let people know too. We also have a charity runner program where you can run for a cause that matters to you. And we've partnered with the Wander Project and we're bringing over 40 free races in 2025.
Yes, it is so exciting. I'm absolutely thrilled to have partnered with the Phoenix and the Wander Project to expand our reach. Also, brand new this year in 2025, we've partnered with my kids' school, the school that I work at as a teacher, Hawthorne Elementary School. We've also partnered with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of San Luis Obispo County to bring our kids' running and prevention programs into more schools and community centers all throughout the California Central Coast.
That's so cool. And every step you take does make a difference, whether it's an Alcoholics Anonymous step, whether it's a step walking, whether it's a step running, or any other way you can find your path to sobriety. It all makes a difference.
Yes. If you want to get more involved, there are so many ways for you to do that. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can sign up to be a charity runner. You can join us on Patreon. We're trying to grow our Patreon community. You can follow us there for free resources. You can also join one of our paid memberships for as little as $5 a month. You can get one on one coaching and group coaching. It is really an amazing resource for you guys.
Yeah. And all proceeds go towards supporting our mission.
Yes, we are a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization and we rely on donations from amazing people inside our community to continue the good work we do to help people get sober, stay sober, and train for their next best race.
Yeah. And besides the avenues that Amber just mentioned, also check us out at the website, recoveryroadrunners.org.
Yes, we also have another website, recoveryroadrunners.com. One day the two websites might merge, but for now we have two. Doug and I are also working on offering more speaking engagements at community centers, local companies to raise awareness about addiction and recovery and our prevention programs and all of the benefits of running in recovery. Well, thank you for being here with me today, Doug. I can't wait to record more videos with you. We have so much to talk about, so much to teach, share with our audience, and it's going to be a fun journey.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep growing this thing and let's keep helping people recover.
One day at a time, 1 mile at a time. Stay unstoppable, everybody. See you next time.